Join game. All right. What am I gonna play? Let's play this.
Alrighty.
So yeah, this is Eli from Cardboard Confrontation here with lowman02. Gonna play some Premodern today. Should be fun.
Hey guys, this is lowman02. My channel's named after myself. I'm not a very original person that way, but I love playing some pre-modern, some old school, bizarre formats like Cube, 100 card, just interesting old formats. And I think formats like this definitely allow an appreciation of the game of Magic and kind of how it's developed over time. And to kick things off with my hand, I'm going to be mulliganing right away.
Yeah, my hand's not fantastic, but definitely can't mulligan it.
All right. I am glad this one is on the draw, actually, although this deck would typically not say that. All right, going ahead. Oh, Mountain.
Let's hope I have my f-stops correctly set. I had to re-download the client.
Yeah, I was just saying, I actually had to reinstall all of MTGO about 2 days ago. It was not good. Okay, so we're playing against fires.
Suicide Black. I wish I was playing Sly.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad you're not, but these two bolts are disconcerting because obviously bolts they go to with this hand, but unfortunately I don't.
Yeah, it's probably Suicide Black's worst matchup is Sly, I would think.
Oh, horrible. Yeah, absolutely horrible. Like, you have to be on the play. You have to have an optimal hand. They have to have a bad hand, pretty much. All right. Take one of your bolts and go.
Pass it back. Yeah, I decided to rock strictly probably just onslaught lands for this format.
I should have done that, man. Honestly, I kind of feel bad that I did not.
Well, you still can, yeah. I'm leaving my the OG land strictly for another one, huh?
Yeah, I mean, Hatred is probably not going to be very good in this matchup.
Oh, could bolt you.
You could. I actually would be very happy if you did, I think.
Might be correct too, just to make Hatred that much worse.
Could be, but I did just exile Hatred with Unmasked, so I'm probably not holding another one in hand.
Yeah, I decided to leave my like the lands you're using, the OG lands, strictly for old school. I pretty much play like a specific land for every format I play.
Yeah, I own a lot of lands. I don't think I own any Odyssey lands, or like I don't own a lot of trying to think here, like good pre-modern lands on MTGO. I mean, I'm sure I could pick them up. Like, how much do those Odyssey lands cost? Like 5 cents or something?
Oh god, no. I go to GoatBot.
Not even that bad?
No, I go to GoatBot, and a lot of these lands are like 0.2 of a cent each.
Oh, perfect. All right, yeah, I can pick up a bunch of them then.
Yeah, so I have like, I went through every set online and picked like my favorite art, and I have like basic lands from pretty much everything.
I think I'm a weirdo. I actually like the middling art land.
The middling art?
Yeah, like the time frame where the art was like the lands you've got. I actually like them a little better than like the true old school lands, like the ABU lands that I'm running right now.
Oh yeah, me too. Onslaught, Odyssey, Onslaught Block might be like my favorite time period for art wise. The art's really good.
The old Slayer of the Dothies. I'm trying to remember what I have sideboard in this deck.
Need to draw fires.
I don't think this is going to be a very easy one. I do have one card, yep. Okay.
So 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Yep. So like the only card you can have.
Yeah. Yep. I did exile the other one. I don't think I can afford to pay 8 life to kill your stuff. Although I'm looking at a Saproling Burst next turn. So if you don't block with the Land of War Elves. Okay.
I think it's worthwhile.
Okay.
Need my fires.
More damage. Good. All right, so Sapling Burst comes into play. And,
Your turn.
Alrighty.
Can't block the shadow.
Nope, no, 2/2's getting in.
Oh man, I remember drafting Tempest. Still might be one of the fastest draft blocks ever. So fast.
Black's whole identity has just changed so much in this game, though. It's crazy to me how much it's shifted. Like, you don't get really... Like, Pack Rat was probably a mistake.
Oh, yeah, it was definitely a mistake.
I mean, and it's funny, because, like, it's rare that you see, like, the best card in Limited is the best card in Constructed, too, or, like, one of the top cards in Constructed as well. And it just was. All right. Alrighty. Take. What else did you draw? I'm trying to remember what else. Was there the 5/5 Shroud fading or vanishing guy in this deck too? Blastoderm.
Blastoderm, yeah.
Blastoderm was there.
Yeah, he's in the deck.
Yeah. Could have swore I remembered him being in there. Oh, that's not good. I have to read this thing. Assault battery, okay.
I was hoping to draw another one so I could just double shotgun a Gator and get rid of the board. That would also stop you casting more Shadow Dudes.
I think I'm done here anyway, so...
Yeah.
You probably make one more of these.
Yep.
Depends on what you draw, too. So you make one more of these. That's 9 damage. That fades down, so they become 3/3s. I think I have one out.
One out?
Yes. Yes, I believe I do.
What, like Spinning Darkness or something?
I do have Spinning Darkness in the deck as well. Actually, I didn't think of that one, but yes, that is in the deck. I was actually thinking of Karavak Spite.
Oh, yeah. Karavak Spite.
There's only one in the deck, though. We're going to see what you have now. If you have the Derm, I'm just probably done for. All right, another big spell. Another Sapling Burst? Yikes. All right, now we are probably dead.
Yeah, I should probably do it.
Oh, I drew Duress. That would have been nice a little while ago. Well, we'll go ahead and pack this one in. Unless I can let, if you want to for the next one, I can let the folks see the kill, but you got it there pretty definitively, I think.
Don't really have much.
Your deck should be pretty good against this one, I think.
I can't really, Ritual Negator is pretty good. Unless I have like a bolt or an assault battery. So I do.
Yeah, I think
that is.
I'm actually sideboarding into more of a control plan right now, which is kind of dubious. But I mean, you definitely want to do it against the slide decks. I don't know about here how well I'm gonna be able to control, but I have a few good sideboard options to allow me to do that a little bit better.
So this.
All right, I am submitted. I even have a random Planter Void in the sideboard because I was ready for graveyard decks. 2 Coffin Purges and a Planter Void. That may be a bit much, I don't know.
Oh yeah, I forgot to put part of those cards in. What do I not want? Yeah, I like everything though.
Yeah, no, your deck should be pretty good against this deck, I think, from a baseline standpoint. Really, I think it comes down to Sapperling Burst. Like, I think I can get around the Derm, but the Burn and the Sapperling Burst are pretty tough.
Yeah, Burst is a sweet card. I love playing it Commander after dropping
Right, well,
down
I'm
to
going to keep
season.
this hand despite... What's that?
I love playing Burst in Commander with like a doubling season and play. It just gets so filthy.
Oh, the card's disgusting anyways. If you have the fires plus the burst, I mean, like, it's just... You almost kill someone in one turn with it.
Yeah.
Alright, so this is a pretty all-in hand. So I'm just going to Ritual here. And... Carnophage. 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 Go. And I'm down to 2 cards, and yeah. Get after it. Okay, that's some damage there. No damage. Alright, this is going to get annoying on MTGO. I'm taking Lightning Bolt damage right now. Yes. Land. Thank you, deck.
Land.
I'm gonna Pyroclasm in your deck.
I do have a Earthquake. I maybe should have. Maybe should.
At least it does damage to both of us.
I maybe should have Pyroclasm just because it's 1 cheaper. Since I usually just want to Quake for 2 anyway. Interesting.
All right, Bolt 1.
Yeah. What do I want here?
Okay, Birdie Birds. Does get around Earthquake.
Indeed it does.
Well, I've got a hunch. You're pretty quick to remember you had Earthquake in your deck. I really don't want to see Earthquake right now.
Question is, which one?
Alright, we're taking another Bolt here. Okay. Alright, I'm not upset with that interchange.
Nope.
That card is spooky.
Did not want land. That is what I did not want. Go. Carnophage.
The one good thing about this deck on Moto is that you definitely can hit F6 a lot. All right.
Need Earthquake. No.
You hit it?
No.
Derm.
But Shadow's pretty good.
Okay. Get in there, you. Yes.
Yeah, Fire's last turn instead of whatever, and then into Burst's turn. Probably maybe could have killed you.
Yeah, I'm looking for the spite now, I think. Alright, yep, get in there, you. Only have 1 in the deck, though.
Oh yeah, you definitely can't run more than 1.
I mean, you could. I mean, maybe you'll build back up from it, you know?
You could, but... Let's see.
I mean, some men are braver than others, you know? Or more ambitious. I guess you could, like, float mana off of the... What you could do is you could float mana off Dark Ritual because the rules have changed, and you could cast them both, like, leave them both in the stack and hold priority. There you go. It is doable.
Potentially, but...
I'm not promoting this at all. I'm just saying it is something that could be done. Jump.
Yep. Okay, deck, I need Bolt, Assault Battery,
New Shadow Dude. Main one because, you know, just why not be a boss, right?
No, Earthquake is off the table.
Yep.
Well, I could pull a draw out of it, potentially. So if I take 1 off, that's 4. It goes down to a 3/3.
Okay.
I gotta pull another one. 3/3, 2, 2, 2, 4, 6. Yeah.
Like we need to do math and magic, right? Sapperling Burst is actually an interesting card as far as combat's involved, though. Some of them are a lot easier than others, but I do think the card is kind of interesting. All right, so 1/1 gets in there. Interesting attack with the elves. I suppose this allows you to Earthquake for 1. Well, or you can assault battery.
Still doesn't get rid of.
No, all right. Well, I don't. Yeah, the Llanowar elves attack. I'm gonna be a dupe on. I don't understand it.
I could double bullet you.
You could if you drew 2 bolts. I'd be kind of shocked. I mean, you already used 2 up.
Yeah, but that is one reason to attack with elf.
Fair.
3.
Oh, the thing is, anyways, like blocking the elf's free for me because if I block with the zombie on one of your sapperlings, I take 1 damage off Sarcomancy anyways. So, because I'd be out of zombies at that point.
So 2. Block there. Block there. That would have been 2, 4. 1 more. 5. Yeah, still doesn't matter.
All right. All right. Drew dead for the turn. City of Traders. I guess I have Hatred now available to me. All right, both of these will get in, and let's see what you do.
Die. I can handle 1.
Okay. Oh, you did draw the other bolt. All right. Wow. Well, hopefully I can fade some bolt draws. I'm wondering if it's correct to take out all the negators. I really don't feel like it is. I think you need some number of them.
Probably want like 2.
Yeah, I think the question becomes like, what do I bring in though? Do I just bring in the Masticore? Masticore is a fine card, but
it's not super amazing against me.
No, it's not. You just overrun it with like a bunch of with a horizontal grow. I mean, it's probably better than Negator. I think I'm gonna bring in one of these. Yeah, probably not. What do you think here? Try one of these. Okay. On the draw. Probably go a little more controlling this time. Change down 2 cards. All right, I am going to keep this one. Actually, this hand's not bad. Mana dude. Okay.
Elf go. Yep.
All right, this is pretty much the best, like one of the optimal draws for your deck. I have to consider how I want to get around it. I think the right answer is just getting rid of this and saying go. Assume fires drop. Yep. All right.
Fires.
Alrighty. Douthy Horror and a go.
Man, I wish I had finished this cycle of lands. These filter lands.
It's the Derm. The Derm is spooky. All right.
Yeah. Drew the Derm last turn.
All right.
That.
Okay.
Like get in there and pass.
Hmm.
6 cards. That's a lot of cards.
It is. The hand is kind of drawn out awkwardly. So I've drawn 2 City of Traders after having an opening one, which is obviously not optimal.
Yeah. You should play 3 in the deck? Or 4?
I believe this is a 4 City of Traders deck. It just combos very well with the Phyrexian Negator. It's kind of like essentially having a turn 2 ritual.
Yeah.
So I think it's pretty strong in general. But now I have to debate pretty heavily. So this actually can't target your Blastoderm, correct? Yeah.
Yes, the fairly designed Shroud as opposed to the poorly designed Hexproof. Oh. Interesting.
Yeah. Tough line. Obviously, knowing you have the bolt, this is not the most of happy times for me.
I'm like debating like whether I just want to pull your Shadow Guide and just attack with Derm. It seems like you kind of have to block.
Possibly. It's a tough line. Like either way, I don't think I'm winning this, but I think this was the right line for me.
So if I pull your Negator now, you sack everything but Negator. Then I attack Blastoderm, I block that. Or I block that, attack with those. It's weird. I actually don't know what I want to bolt here.
Well, I'm glad that my tough play decision gave you a tough one.
I think... Huh. Very interesting.
Okay.
Probably wrong, but... Yep.
And your go.
Fade away.
I have to remember now, does Derm go away when it gets to 0, or does it go away after the 0 on the turn following it? I'll always forget with these.
Yeah, because I made the other one that's essentially the same mechanic. It's just...
Yeah, I always forget. So does it go away next turn, or does it go away the turn after next? Is kind of my question.
The turn after.
The turn after next?
Yeah, when I cannot remove a counter.
Okay.
Whereas the time shifter one is whenever you remove the last counter or something.
Well, I'm playing a rather relatively unsafe game here, a dangerous game here, I would say. All right.
Yeah, probably should just bolted the Negator.
Yep.
Moto being laggy.
Yeah, it's kind of rough today, huh?
So yeah, it's like choppy.
All right. Well, did you draw the burn?
Assault.
Oh no.
Yeah. Drew the burn.
Yeah. So yeah, I drew 3 Cities of Traders in a row in the very beginning, which well, there was a city or Spinning Darkness, which would have been stellar. But what can you do? All right, man. So
you have one spin main, one board.
Correct. Yep. So I've got another one set up now. If you're ready to jump in, man.
Cool. Yeah, I don't think I have put Spinning Darkness in mine yet.
Spinning Darkness, I think, is well, it's very good in that matchup, obviously, because your elves is the only thing that can receive the fires. If you want to try to push more damage through, and like my game plan at that point, you know, after kind of drawing dead 2 times after the opener, which I think was justifiable. You know, I think that was the only line I really had to go on. Very hard matchup for Suicide Black. The Suicide Black's like hit or miss. Like if it's against a blue deck, it's great. Against like non-white weenie, like white-based decks, I think it's fine. But against anything red or well, green, depends. Like 5C Death, I think you can beat. But like fires, where you probably have like I would guess 6 to 8 direct damage burn spells, plus a pretty quick clock, probably not very good. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep this one. This hand looks interesting to say the least.
Yeah, there's 4 bolts for assault batteries, and
oh yeah, no, that's exactly what Suicide Black does not want to see.
Yeah, and 1 ancient Hydra.
That's the one where you can put -1/-1 counters on it to do stuff. All right, Wall of Roots. All right, I'm sensing like 5C Death Time or something like that.
Death Time.
5C Living Death. My guess, I don't know. Or like a trade win deck of some sort. I think that was 5C Death a trade win deck? I think at times it was. You have your Tabi main deck?
No. So I want wall.
Oh, Squirrel Nest. All right, that's spooky.
Squirrels. I was hoping they do more for actual standard and Dominaria, but after they did it in the unset, I was like, I love that. Right. Squirrel Link needs to become like an actual thing in Magic.
What's that now?
Squirrel Link, one of those from the last unset, unstable.
I don't know the mechanic, man. How's it work?
It's like lifelink, but whenever I dealt damage, you instead make that many 1/1 squirrels.
So that sounds stellar.
So it was like a 6-mana Squirrel Lord that had like 4 power. So whenever you hit, you would make 4 squirrels. I'm like, Squirrel Link sounds amazing.
That does sound pretty sweet. Like I'm down for it. Given the whole like Earthcraft Squirrel Nest like mechanic. Yeah, birds are fine.
Go. Cunning Wish? No.
Nope.
You don't think my draw can beat? I assume you're playing tricks.
Oh, I don't know if it can beat tricks. I mean, that's what I'm playing. Obviously, I mean, I won't lie to you. There's not a lot of mono blue decks that play Sapphire Medallion.
Could play like a Ophidian. I was gonna make that deck too.
Like Forbidian, like the old Forbidian deck.
Yeah.
You could. It depends on how much counter magic you run.
Not much.
If any.
In this deck?
Yeah, I would assume probably some. Your deck. Yeah, my deck runs a decent bit. I would assume your deck probably runs like Memory Lapse or like some other like 1 blue mana counter.
Yeah, there's a couple, not very many. This wasn't the most stellar of opening hands, but.
Okay, you go. Okay.
Squirrels. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
Incoming squirrels.
I'm gonna go wishing.
For hibernation.
So I have two options in this deck. Hibernation is one of them. The other one is evacuation. In these sort of situations. So, yep, hibernation is the card I will find, and I suppose if you have a counter, I don't think you can cast a counter from here, but you take all those back. How? Wait a second. I have to reread hibernation. Yeah, I forgot it was green permanence. God, that's horrible. Wow, what a hoser. I saw your nest go away, and I was like, what's going on?
Yeah, yep. Hibernation was a sickie. A sicko. Sleight of hand.
We'll do it again. Looking for my lands here. All right. And you go at it.
Yeah, I don't think anybody played tricks at the Swedish Nationals I was watching.
There too much hate for it, or what?
It just seems too slow. Well, the control decks can just kind of... It's not a whole lot you need to counter, I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, that's... It gets counterspell decks. Like, I would just be looking to make land drops here, I think. Because I do have a sizable counter package in this, and if you get a medallion down... I actually don't run the Arcane... What is the Arcane Denial package? I tend to like Memory Lapse a little better, because you're just looking to buy time. So I'm going to accumulate a knowledge here. Okay. I am going to counterspell this dude.
Yep.
Going to Sapphire Medallion. Illusions. And you get illusions, my man.
Can I do anything? I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of how you get out of this one. I mean, if you could gain one life and just not pay for it, that'd be perfect, obviously, but...
Gain one life. Nope.
It's really funny how the game's changed that way. I mean, like, you didn't have, like, Exalted Angel. I guess you had, like, El Hajaji or whatever that card was, but
what card is
gaining
that?
life was kind of... El Hajaji, I want to say it is. He's from, not in this format. He's from Arabian Nights, of all things. All right, I think I'm just going to sub as is. Weird thing about Cunning Wish decks is that, typically speaking, it's actually actively worse to bring in your hate cards. Though I do have some powder kegs that could be nice, possibly. Let's see a little more, though.
See some more. Yeah. First ball. Not amazing, but...
My hand's not that great either, but I think I'm going to keep it. Okay, your go. Okay. Sorry for the lag, man. I'm holding you up there.
Nah, this mode has been like this all day.
All right. All right.
AK.
Yes, sir. So this hand was land light. I really needed to hit a land to have it take off, and it delivered that way. So, but then again, like these old school like control combo decks have like 23 or 24 lands in them, so it's probably not the safest bet to stick on a one lander with 2 AK in hand. But I felt like on the draw I could probably get away with it. Got 2 draw steps to hit one. A little dicey. All right, this feels like a trade wind. Ooh, opposition. Well, sorry, my man. I gotta say no to that. That thing needs to go away. Unless I'm getting red elemental blasted here.
1, 2. I just wasn't clicking on letting me use my wall for a second.
Alrighty. Arcane Denial. Well, opposition's going to be tough to beat. Trying to think if I have a way to do it. I don't think I have a capsize main deck.
You can get out of it.
Okay.
Just takes a little bit.
It will take a little while here. All right. So, draw to 2. You are low on cards. That is the one saving grace. Yep, I'll draw 2. Okay, you get to draw a card. I will AK here. And I will draw for my turn. And probably discard a significant volume of cards. Alright. Well, when opposition's in play, you gotta make your stuff cheap, right?
Indeed. So, 1, 2.
Tradewood Rider would probably be the lock here, my guess would be. Yep, there he is. And Living Wish. Probably for what, Uktabi? I guess you can bounce the Sapphire Medallion. It doesn't really matter that much.
Okay, get a Drain Hermit.
Okie doke. That's a big man. That I'm probably not getting out of. So tap 3 things. I assume 3 islands.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, the old Moto dance doing this. Click opposition, click the permanent, then click the creature.
Opposition is a painful card digitally. Alrighty, so Sapphire Medallion, go.
Two, three, four, 5. I can go do. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. And Deranged Hermit. Okay.
Can we get this now?
What'd you get? Oh, Uktabi, okay.
That.
Yep.
And 1, 2, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oppo time.
Yep. Yep.
Come on, Moto, you can do it.
Yep. Yep. And your go at it, my man.
So I can do that. Leave that. Three, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4. So I want that. 7, 3, 4. I didn't want to attack with that. I'll just attack with monkey.
Alrighty.
And tap a boo.
Alright.
Yeah, that was a pretty
It's a pretty busted card. If you want, man, I can tap down my lands. Just don't dirtbag me and trade win Rider my things if I tap down my lands. I'll save you time though, because you'd be one creature short of doing it right. Well, if you tap, are you gonna tap? Unless you don't want to tap down all my lands.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you have how many lands?
You'd be one short. I just tapped 3 right there, and you've got 5 creatures. Tap 2 untapped creatures you control plus the trade wins. That's 3 creatures. If you tapped all my lands down, you'd be at 2 creatures left. Presumably, like, let's say.
Yeah, just tap down 5. I was just going to leave. Trade run up.
Alrighty. So, main.
Because I was going to keep trade run active.
Oh, were you? I would have left one up then. My bad. That stinks.
Do I want to?
I didn't want to force you to do the opposition dance, though, every time.
Yeah.
Oh, more of those nonsenses. Yikes. All right.
I think it's saying. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 5. Just attack with 1 for now.
Okay.
Bow dance.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. All right.
Five mana. I think I made a mistake earlier on one of my living wishes. Actually, no, I couldn't do that. That's right.
All right, cunning wish time.
Do-do-do.
All Your go, my man.
Evacuation. So, 3, 4, 5.
Mm-hmm.
2, 4, 6, 8.
If I'm doing the math right, I'm not quite dead. Where am I? No, I'm 1 point short of dead, I believe.
No, you're like 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, like 3 short.
3 short, okay. One multiple 2 off doing my math. I was like, all right, well, I'm dead close to next turn, so I probably got to ramp it up. But that means the treetop is also kind of an issue here, huh? Okay. All right. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Five mana.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And your go, my man. I'll be curious to see what you do here.
Thinking what you can do here to force my treetop.
Well, if you go for it, we'll see.
Because did you actually board in hibernation, or did you?
May just be a main deck stifle.
Stifle? That'd be kind of funny. Huh. Well, I could do that. 1, 2, yeah.
Okay.
This is probably better. Impulse.
All right.
And elf. And this dance again.
All right.
Cunning Wish.
Cunning Wish would have been a good one. But unfortunately, there's only 3 in my deck, and 2 of them are in the graveyard, and one's in exile at the moment.
Yeah, same I'm looking at right now. Sleet of Hand. I like that artwork.
Me too. Yeah, the old school one. I think I'm dead now, statistically. So what I had to do is hit the Sapphire Medallion off the first one, and then I could have gone to Illusions plus Donate plan on this turn, and I probably would have lived, my guess would be. But I think now I'm dead. We're gonna see what randomness I can find with this. I'm just gonna look at the deck real fast and probably snap concede afterwards. Yep, we're good. Alrighty, back to boards.
Sideboard. Probably.
Alrighty, I think I'm ready to go. I did actually add 2 things this time. Opposition was definitely not something I had planned for in sideboard, but then mono blue has a difficult time dealing with enchantments, right?
It's supposed to.
Yeah, powder keg I think helps deal with that, but we'll see. I mean, you have the Uktabi, so we may be getting our powder kegs we brought in sex monkeyed out.
Do I want this? Yeah, sure, why not? I don't really have a whole. I don't really board that much since I play a Living Wisp package, so it's not really a whole lot to board in. Definitely.
All right, this is a mull. All right, I'm gonna keep this one, I think.
I can't keep 7 spells, so.
Mine was closer to 7 lands. It had 2 spells. Had 2 spells. One of them is pretty decent in the matchup. The other one was, well, it was accumulated knowledge. So I guess it was as good as the other accumulated knowledge as drew.
Oh, this is not good, but I'm gonna keep. Yeah, I don't know. I found about 13 months ago. I don't know. I noticed the shuffler's been acting really weird. It's been like super clumpy. Like all land or no land.
Yeah. Shuffler is just kind of like the only thing I would ever say like really caught me by surprise. Like I think it's bizarre with Shuffler is with Scry. Scry always kills me on Shuffler because like I always feel like I get really like strange pickups off of it with All right, well, go Uktabi, please no.
I wish.
One time miss on Uktabi. I'd like to get a little bit of value off the Sapphire Medallion. Okay, birdie birds. Okay, Living Wish, probably for Uktabi. All right, Mystic Snake. Got a counter spell.
Tabby would have been nice.
Okay, here you go.
One, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
No attackers.
All right. AK.
Okay. Draw 2, huh?
Yep. It is a 2-for-1. Do you want to tap down on your turn to do it?
3.
Oh, blue decks.
Yeah.
All right, you got it.
Might as well.
Yep.
Good old snake. You have a legacy, like a janky legacy version of the deck I play, but it plays Aether Vial. It's a lot of fun. Having a set on 4, so you can bounce back your Mystic Snakes to the trade round, and then just put them back in play with Aether Vials. And
that sounds like some fun.
yeah, it's actually pretty fun.
I'm trying to think. There's some combo in Cube I used Mystic Snake on, and it was pretty hilarious. All right.
Yeah, this draw is pretty poor. instant. Hibernation.
Mm-hmm. You can take it back, or you can counter it, I suppose.
I wouldn't mind countering it. That'd be nice.
Oh, stroke. Okay. So stroke was what, a 2-for-1 there, or how many did you get off of it? Basically, because you're discarding one.
Yeah.
Draw 2, loot 1.
3, 4, 5, 6. I drew 3. Drew 3 to loot 1, I guess. These are all good.
Okay, birdie bird's gone.
I guess bird goes.
All right, impulse.
Bird. Kind of hoping they just reprint that when they went back to Dominaria.
Oh, the Birds of Paradise? Yeah, that'd been awesome. But I mean, I think Land of Werewolves is a much more fair card. I mean, Birds just... I mean, 1 Birds in Land of Werewolves aren't even playable right now because of Chain Whirler, right? That we were talking about?
Yeah, I'm surprised even... because according to Watsy, even Rampant Growth's too powerful.
Even what is?
Rampant Growth. They even think
Rampant Growth in the current standard format would actually be more powerful than Land of Werewolves is.
Yeah,
under...
Watsy wouldn't even print like Rampant Growth because I literally saw like a mark as a blog saying it's just too good.
It's a very good card. I mean, I'm a big fan. All right.
Go. The deck of instants.
It is.
You have it now?
Do I have what? The combo?
Yeah.
I will relatively soon. Okay. All right, here you go.
4 cards.
Mm-hmm. Nope, Mystic Snake back online. Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and go. New attackers. Wishing.
And one more time for good measure.
Oh. Assume you got like a mitt full of counters now.
I got a lot of cards in hand. Okay.
Go.
Not gonna get in there with the Elvish Lyricist?
No.
Alright. Take him back. Okay.
Stack it. Oh, Arcane Denial.
Yeah, I think this deck would tend to be happier with just Memory Lapse, no?
My deck?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was debating between that and I figure a lot of time I'm going to have them tapped down, so they're not going to be able to do much with the cards. And I could neuter a lot of them, and I kind of want to draw some cards. Five cards. So I can... One, two, three. One, two, three.
Okay.
And say go.
Alrighty.
A game of chess. Poke and
And go.
I feel like I'm just poking and prodding.
Alrighty.
Like a dude.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Can redraw him.
And send in for one.
Alrighty.
A whopping one. It's a serious clock.
It'll add up over time, though. I mean, Squirrel Nest is not terribly slow.
Yeah, a couple turns I'll get going, hopefully. Make a dude.
Yep.
Bounce it back. Ooh. What happened there?
I think you clicked it and it lagged, and you probably clicked it again to make an attack, and then you F6 through or something. Who knows?
Yeah, I didn't even use my F. I just, I guess I clicked again. It lagged through.
All right.
I would have liked one of my monkeys by now.
All right. Sapphire.
Yep.
Okay.
So, see if we can not lag through again.
Intuition.
So if that's 15.
All right.
Impulse. It's a lot of cards.
Yes, sir. Trying to find the right ones. All right. Here you go. All right.
Counter target spell. Destroy that permanent.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to
The old Snakerino.
yeah, I'm gonna snake that.
All right. Redraw snake. Draw 2. Nice. Okay. Here you go, man.
Memory lapse. 5 cards.
Mm-hmm. All right.
1, 2, 3. Like a squirrel. So you have 7 land?
I do.
6, 7. I guess I say go.
All right. Okay.
The Oppo dance. Oppo.
Alrighty.
Today's response is a cool card.
What's that now?
Today's response is a cool card.
It is. Yeah, I think it's actually pretty good in this format too.
Yeah, there's Wasteland, Ports, Dust Bowls, Opposition, Trade Rend. Mostly just ports and
All right, you go at it.
So
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4.
The old hermit.
The old Hermit Arena. So you have 8, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I just go with 3.
All right, got it.
And then
Okie doke.
tap.
Yep.
Tap. Yeah, wall roots opposition is such a good combo.
I mean, opposition on its own is just pretty good combo against blue decks. I'm pretty sure I have no ounce right now. They had been, and I guess I could have been kind of baited into the popping the Teferi's response there, but Trade-Wind Rider was going to be an issue against the Powder Keg that I've got in hand, and as would have opposition, so I think I had to go for it there. I really just needed one more, well, probably 2 more counter spells to fight you, but unfortunately I'm holding 2 donates and Illusions of Grandeur, an Island, and a Keg, and Keg I think would have done it, barring you having the opposition post me blowing the Teferi's response on the Trade-Wind Rider. It's possible I should have just waited, I don't know.
Maybe, yeah.
Because ostensibly you knew about the Teferi's response because I did what is it called? Wish for it.
Indeed. Yeah, I'm still gonna bounce your stuff there anyway.
Well, so the other side of it was like if I didn't get rid of the Trade-Wind Rider, I had to draw into the second Powder Keg and then force you to use Trade-Wind on your turn and my turn, and then eventually find a way to get rid of it. But yeah, it was a long shot regardless. Once the Trade-Wind hit. Well, I'm sorry, the Elvish Lyricist. The Elvish Lyricist is actually what's I think probably kept you alive through most of the game because I couldn't play into it. I had to get to a keg to blow it up.
Yeah.
Once you got on the board.
Yeah, you had to deal with that first.
Yeah, I know that was the problem there.
So.
And even if I did pop keg, I would just basically buy another turn because I'd pop keg, you'd probably bounce it with Trade-Wind, etc. This is 8. I should be dead this turn, right? Yeah, I'm dead.
Yeah, that's 16.
I am very dead.
16 right there.
Yep. So I don't think the draws were in my deck. Alrighty, let's try something else here.
Yeah, a bit of awkward. I didn't have enough blue mana, but it's just enough to get by, I guess. Drawing that one Arcane Denial.
Yeah, no, the counter spell too was pretty brutal. I think you said you have what, 2 in the deck?
3, I think. 3
in the deck.
3 Arcane, 1 Mystic Snake main, and 1 board.
Another option I probably could have looked at in that game is I think I wished at the proper time maybe I wanted to wait on casting the Evacuation. I don't know if it got better for me later on in the game or not, but welcome back, man.
Back. Too much coffee.
Oh, gotcha. I probably need to get some myself. I wouldn't mind some coffee right about now.
Yeah, I only drink it in the morning. At night, I go to my tea. I wouldn't mind tea later.
Alrighty.
Yeah, so in October they're having the European Premodern Championships. It'd be sweet seeing all the deck lists, and I assume they're probably going to Twitch stream it all.
That's pretty sweet. Yeah, I think you sent me a link to their Twitch, right?
Yeah, the blog, the one where it was talking about the new ban list. There's 2 links inside of it. One to the deck list, and the other one to the Twitch. They did the Swiss, but it was in Swedish. But the top 8 they did in American English.
English, yeah. All right. Well, I think I'm gonna keep this.
Well, this is a stone mulligan.
All right.
Ugh.
Going to 5 on the play.
I'm gonna keep, but I drew like 2 different halves of the deck. This is weird.
You have like a Pros Gloom combo or something?
No. I wish I could take
like,
both. Just take all the cards I drew over those 2 hands, shuffle them together, and I'll take like any 6 out of them. Probably be like a perfect mix.
Well, given this development of situations, I'm just gonna go straight to Dome. Going sly here.
Straight to Dome.
Yep.
Not even wait to see if I play a creature.
I mean, you didn't play a land on the first turn, dude.
Oh, did I somehow skip through my turn 1?
You did. I figured you were like on Reanimator. I was like, all right, get this turn.
No, I did not mean to do that.
Okay, fair. I was like, what's going on here?
I thought I lost the die roll, and oh, so there's a moto bug with Curse Scroll. You actually have to type the card in. You can't just click the.
This is gonna get killed. That's fine though.
Oh no, it's
coming through. All right.
Yeah, so with Curse Scroll and moto, you have to actually type the card name in. You can't just click on a card in your hand thing. For some reason, there's some weird kind of bug.
I think it's always been like that, man. To my knowledge, at least.
Yeah, it's supposed to work the correct way. should just be able to click on a card in your hand.
All right, do you have one for this one?
No, this deck basically plays no removal. There's sharpshooters, but that's it.
Oh, it's Gobos. Is it Goblin bidding?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, my opening hand was like 5 land and like whatever.
I actually think Goblin bidding is actually a pretty tough matchup for this deck.
For Sly?
I don't think it's per se great because you like if I don't kill you in the early game, like I'm about to try to do now, the game tends to end relatively fast if you get off your what's it called? I'm gonna try for it now.
Yeah.
You need to get off your bidding. All right, what do you think I name, man? Do I name Curse Scroll or Price of Progress?
Price of Progress.
All right.
Yeah, you should just be able to click on the thing in your hand. Huh.
Well, unless goblins can gain life, I could have just cast the Price of Progress. I failed to note that you had a Sulphurous Springs, but we'll see if that matters. If you have a... All right, that's not the guy you need. You need the Lackey.
Even that's not enough anymore.
No, yeah, you have to kill me all in one turn.
Yeah, the Goblin bidding that made the top 8 in the Swedish one, it didn't even play bidding main deck. I think it only even had 1 in the board, which I thought was really weird.
Bidding's kind of a spooky card, though, for, you know, like, so this deck right here is going to have to try to beat you on, I think, just, like, removing the most important threats. Oh, this card's good. So, like Lackey is, like, spooky as hell, because, I mean, you get a turn two, what's it called, the big dude, Goblin, I can't think right now. The guy that was just printed in Standard again, but no one plays him.
Siege Gang.
Siege Gang, yeah. Like, you just get that guy down on turn 2, like, the game's probably over for me. Price of Progress, probably not good enough. Actually, this card's bad. Actually, maybe I do play 1 price. Alright. I'm going to go with this.
What do I want?
I cut my mono Ironclaw Orcs, just because the card was in here for history, and I like the art on it. I guess it would pitch really well to my Pyrokinesis I brought in.
Is this even worth it? I'm not even sure what I bring in against you. Maybe that.
Hey, I'm actually running goblins in my list.
Yeah. Really?
Mm-hmm. Only goblin patrols, but goblins nonetheless.
Oh yeah, the Echo dudes.
Yep, the 2/1s. All right, hands great. Hands great. Keep every time.
Keep.
Here you go, brother. You get turn 1 Lackey?
No.
Oh, okay, that's probably good for me.
Just sending my deck out.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna do the same here. Go ahead and find a mountain. Lava Man, the bad new art.
Craquez-vous.
Hey, the old driver of the pile.
That guy's pretty sweet.
He is. I think nowadays he would have been printed with cannot be countered as well.
Probably. I do that a lot. Pro blue can't be countered.
Mm-hmm.
Slow draw. Slow goblin draw.
Alright, the old matron.
I want
Ringleader, okay. Well, that's a lot of cards.
Hopefully. A lot of things to get burnt.
Well, I'm just going to do this while the doing's good.
Yep. Do not want to see that.
All right, card advantage time. Yeah, this is one of the reasons I think the matchup can become tougher. Like, all right, so you have Pyrokinesis in your deck too. Interesting. All right, City of Brass goes to the bottom, and you've got 2 more Ringleaders and a Prospector. That's spooky. Prospector with 2 Ringleaders. Being a lot of mana on a lot of cards. All right. No attack with the Ringleader. Okay.
Oh, forgot to get haste. Whoops.
Well,
Yep. Good old red. Just ignore everything.
I think I have to at this point. Like you're gonna jump very far ahead relatively soon, and I'd rather not have that happen.
Okay, so. Mm-hmm. 2, 3, 1, 2.
Plus, if you are running bidding, removing your creatures doesn't feel that great. Okay. So at a minimum, they do not have haste, which is good. So you can Scourge Prospector here, make a bunch more. Is Sledder? I wonder if Sledder can kill this turn. All right, go ahead.
Now, like he shows up.
All right.
So he should be at 14.
All right.
And dead.
Yeah.
That's what I assume.
Pretty sure. Yeah. I would have blocked otherwise.
Too slow of a draw. You need like a lucky turn 1. And somehow for it to live.
Alrighty, well that was a faster one. Do this deck next. Old red decks.
There's always one in every format.
I mean, people talk a lot of crap on red decks, but I'm gonna give them this. I mean, they are generally always playable at a minimum, and they will generally always punish some percentage of the metagame. And yeah, I mean, they've always been done well, right? Even when there were real hate cards around, they did some work. All right, so good luck, man. Have fun.
You too.
Alrighty. What do we think of this? Yeah, this hand looks good enough. I'm gonna keep this.
Sure, hand is sketch, but
I think this hand may actually be good, but it's close. All right, you go.
Forest.
Basic forest. All right, the old Island.
Yep.
You go. Old Pros Bloom or Pros Bloom.
That's what I figured as soon as you hit the forest.
All right. All right, here you go. Oh, okay. Counter rebs.
Yep. Good old counter rebels.
All right, you go.
So pass it back. Draw 4 cards.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3. Is that worth it?
Okay.
Boom. Blue's favorite thing.
Into the birdie birds.
Into the birdie birds.
All right.
Blue's favorite thing to do. Creatures as instants.
No, counter rebs was actually a pretty formidable deck. All right, so what do we got here?
And 1 attacker. Blink.
Alrighty.
Blink, blink. Prosperity. And step.
Into old Lynn City. All right.
Yep.
Alrighty.
The linchpin herself. Meditate.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4. Speed up the clock.
All right, down to 7. The question I have to ask myself is, what is the highest power rebel you can find with mana? Am I dead on the following turn?
I top off at 6.
You top off at 6 converted mana cost?
Yeah.
Yeah.
1 at 5, 1 at 6. All the rest at like 1, 2, or 3.
I'm pretty sure I'm dead next turn, so I think I have to go for it.
Yeah, you're dead next turn. 4, 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got lethal.
Yeah.
If I get the Jovial Queen, which is 4, 7, so 4, 5, yeah, it's 7 power.
All right, natural balance. Okay.
Well,
Well, maybe I should have gone for it earlier. We'll see what I can pull up here. Probably nothing that's going to get me there.
disrupt. I was not expecting that. Thought for sure you just had memory lapse there.
I run only one memory lapse main, but I'm going to concede here. When I go to the sideboard, I can bring in quite a few, which I probably will in this matchup. Correction, I run two main. Two of them are main. And one power sink. Cut this guy out. This seems pretty decent here. You know, if I'd had laps, I think I ended up taking that one. It would have been tight, but I think I had it.
Yeah, I think if you have memory lapse, you probably win.
Yep.
Unless you somehow fizzle.
Not likely. Yeah, if that resolves, I had a Praz in hand, and I had a Meditate, and I also had two Cadaverous Blooms. So I think that would probably be enough to get there. Because, I mean, the deck would be suitably thin. I'd be five basics shorter. It also depends. I mean, if I hit too many Infernal Contracts, maybe I die to it, but... All right, well, this is a keep.
Yeah, mine's okay. Nothing special.
Mine's kind of in the same department right now, but I'm going to give it a shot, I think. Okay.
Choose now.
All right.
And go.
Okay, go.
Search it.
Yeah.
And pass it back. His hand is weird.
I don't think this is a good matchup for Prosbloom. Looking at it now, I don't know if it's winnable, to be honest. I did bring in one good hoser, but I don't. Yeah.
It's definitely winnable. Probably not super great.
You have to go off on turn 3 like every time. I think to actually win it, because you can't go off at instant speed, and if you're finding all your threats at instant speed and you keep up like 1 to 2 counters, I think you're fine. But the other downside to it is like there, I was trying to go for 1 second, thinking.
Mana leaks aren't insane against you though. They're kind of like, eh.
No, you probably have like 8 counter spells main, be my guess, something along those lines.
I have 8 main.
Yeah, you probably have mana leaks plus memory lapse or arcane denial.
Absorb.
Absorb. Okay. Yeah, that's a lot of counter magic for this deck to try to beat through, especially on a deck that doesn't really have to use its mana during its turn to win.
Actually, 9. 4 counter spells, 4 mana leaks, 1 absorb main.
Okay. You say like 4 absorb over 4 counter spell was kind of sketchy to me, but I'm like, yeah, it probably won't matter.
Yeah.
Because the mana's not going to be tapped enough. Yep.
I'd much rather just have a... Yeah, mana leaks don't look so great. Plague.
Yep. Okay. All right, you got it.
And 1 ball. Not the fastest deck, Rebels, that's for sure.
No, it's just pretty assured, I think, is the problem I'm going to run into here. So, Prosbloom, or Pros, rather.
Pros, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Four cards.
Mm-hmm.
What could you have?
I don't think a winning hand, but I'm going to give it a shot. I mean, I'll do my best. My guess is you probably have 2 counter spells in hand.
Bang. Do I want to do this? Yeah.
All right.
But I think better to do this now.
Yep, you got it. Yeah, I gotta say, I don't think it's a winnable matchup, man. I think this is probably, I don't know. I may be able to construct hands that could win, but I don't know.
Yeah, they'd have to be definitely like turn 3. Turn 4.
It's a turn 3. You gotta have the turn 3 kill with it, and it's a possibility. Like, I could have gone for it in the first game, but I mean, you were up on counter magic, and you probably would have just had me.
Nexus 2.
All right, at least that card does nothing against me.
Yeah.
Other than damage me pretty rapidly, but
3, 1, 2, 3, 4. See, 2, 3, 4, 10. And go.
All right, well, we're going to try to do this and probably get it countered, I would assume.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So I can do that. You go boom, boom, boom. Did you lay a land yet? Oh yeah, you lay Blizzard out. You did already laid your land this turn, right? 1, 2, 3.
I did, yeah.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Correction, no, I'm sorry. I have not played a land yet. I have not played a land. Polluted Delta was the last turn. You took your turn, played Adakar Waste.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we got a thinker here. All right. Prosperity.
X equals 4. Okay.
And you have 5 power on board. I'm probably dead. Yep, I'm dead. I am dead.
Yeah, just
well, that was a horrible matchup.
Yeah, just trying to absorb too.
Oh yeah, I mean, dude, with 9 counter spells in your deck, you're probably gonna beat Prosbloom. The Prosbloom I can board into for memory lapse. I had one in hand at that point, but with dismantling blow plus 9 counter spells, I don't think there's a feasible way of winning other than like you keeping a bad hand or mulliganing badly and then me winning on turn 3.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's almost. I mean, it may be like an 80-20 matchup at best.
I
have to look at the. I mean, like I guess maybe not that bad because you just get mana screwed or like blood. I don't know.
It's more like 70-30.
Like in standard draw for both decks. I mean, it's low.
Yeah, probably more like maybe 70-30, 75-25. I don't know.
Maybe, yeah, maybe. I don't know if anything's like an 80-20. There's nothing that's like 90-10, but
I even 80-20 sounds like so much.
It's a pretty big advantage. Like I was playing against it, I'm like, I have a decent hand, and like there's no way. like the first game I did have a good hand. Like I could have tried to go for turn 3, but like it was pretty apparent you had like a mana leak or a memory lapse or an arcane denial, because you had the 1 blue up plus the 1 white. So outside of like some like a random draw where I could get 2 lands before you get 2, like
yeah,
I could possibly do it. Because I think as soon as you can go off is turn 3 with that deck. I don't think you can do turn 2 without like some sort of crazy artifact mana. I guess like double Lotus Petal or double Mox Diamond, but your hand size would go down. And then you sack the 2 lands you play the Squandered Resources with, cast the Natural Balance, get the lands out, but then your hand size is so significantly reduced. You gotta assume like 2 diamonds would be what? I guess you could do Petals, and that would only be reduced by 2.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Cool.
All right. Well, this hand looks pretty cool.
I think this probably be my last game of the night. I gotta make some dinner.
Alrighty, man.
We're getting.
What time is it up there?
9, quarter after 9. So you're what, an hour ahead of me?
Yeah, I believe I'm 10:13 right now.
10, yeah. Yeah, right now we're an hour and 45 minutes in, so around 2 hours is pretty good, I think. This hand
Sounds good to me,
is
man.
not great, but I will keep.
Alrighty.
Yeah, so I'm gonna make a bunch more lists. I can just swap a list back over Discord.
Sounds good, man. Yeah, I need to put more time into this format. I think it's all right, birdie birds.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be compiling a lot more lists this week.
All right, Nightscape.
Oh god.
Yep, you probably guess what I'm on.
Yeah, Psych Attack.
Yeah.
That's another deck I haven't built yet.
Tendrils are banned in the format, so I'm not storming. I guess I could brain freeze.
I don't think I can beat that deck. All the counter spells plus upheaval.
Yeah.
Go.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody played it. I can't remember at the Swiss. I don't think anybody was on Psych Attack.
Alrighty, you go. I think it's a pretty sweet deck. I mean, I don't know if it's the best deck, but it's certainly very cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Don't think I can ever beat that deck game one. I don't even think post board.
That's the one like weird thing about Premodern. There's a lot of bizarre matchups that are just like close to unwinnable.
Yeah, especially since a lot of decks I'm gonna make are just gonna be like slightly better versions of old Type 2 decks I used to play with a lot of these cards, and they definitely don't have enough power to hang with like the true decks of the format that are like, just looking at the format as a whole. I don't know. Seemed like an easier place to start from. Take some old standard decks, old extended decks, and kind of fiddle from there.
It's an interesting position.
These walls, so not good. I love that new Elder Dragon M19, the Bat one that makes your makes wall tribal a legitimate strategy now.
Yeah, the Arcades Save-Off.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that and I was like, wow, this card is sweet. Like,
well, I'm missing on land drops here. That kind of sucks.
It's like an actual Magic card to me.
Like, there's a few cool other dragons. Like one of them is actually, I think, decently competitive. You may have me here actually, because I straight up missed there. That was a rough whiff.
No, I'm missing a bunch of my key cards here.
I'm assuming this is a Deathlist now.
Yeah, you don't have any artifacts, so.
Nope, the old Uktab.
What is this, turn 4? I still haven't put any threats out. Not good.
Alright, well, that was a good pickup. I am going to probably slay this dude. Actually, no. No, let's not do that. Let's wait.
Slay. This guy.
I'll go ahead and just play another Nightscape here. And say go.
Yeah, especially since I'm ripping a ton of land here. Maybe if I drew like multiple Avalanche Riders, but I think I only play 2 in this deck.
Avalanche Riders could be annoying. I mean, especially right now where I'm a little bit mana light.
Yeah, like
but I think
1 in your black would be pretty good.
All right, I'm going to draw here. Bounce this dude.
Bounce this dude.
Get rid of a Tog. Redraw the birds. No, thank you, sir.
Yeah, I needed that a long time ago.
Survival's such a beating. Yeah, that card is so dumb.
Yeah, it is way too good.
It's pretty silly.
As silly as upheaval.
No, well, I don't know. I don't know, man. Honestly, like survival and upheaval are probably on a similar level. Like the thing with upheaval is a higher setup card. Survival is just like a tutor. Like, well, it's a tutor engine, and it's just it's the whole engine of that deck, right? Like you like if you get it down, leave up 3 green mana. Like on the next turn, you can have like 20 power in play or something like that. Like ridiculous. So I don't know. I don't know which is per se better. I mean, like Evil at least takes like 40 million turns to set up, but not literally 40 million, but a lot.
Yeah, it's probably survival. I'd say survival is legitimately in the top 1% of cards, busted cards I've ever made.
I would agree with you. All right, I'm gonna slay your orangutans here. All right.
And it's a card I wish they would ban in Commander. Cheap, reusable tutor is exactly what you don't want.
Well, wait, is survival not banned in 1v1? It has to be.
In 1v1, it's banned. For some reason.
Okay, I was to say.
For some reason, on Moto though, they allow Recurring Nightmare 1v1, and it's banned 4-way.
I think Recurring Nightmare in 1v1 is fine. Now, another card they should ban in 1v1 is BP Birthing Pod. That card is just dumb. Yeah, how about no? I don't even want to get that on the board. I just want that to be gone.
Yeah, I need to survival early. Yeah, Reoccurring Nightmare, man. That card should cost like 1 more black.
I think it's honestly like I played it in Cube like once, and it's normally like a rock deck like the deck you're playing it in now. But I haven't been terribly impressed with it in Cube, but it's such a build around card, right? Like it's most of the reanimation effects, are a lot cheaper, and it tends to be about speed in that format, a little more than value, because like the value decks or the mid range decks just tend to get like plowed over. But I have played it once in like a blue blacklist where it was actually stellar. Like it was awesome. Like I didn't even have good targets for it. I had decent like value targets like Gravetite and the Black Deer Hulk, the one that like kills something and you gain life equal to its toughness, which was pretty sick. But all right, are we gonna get a big living death here or a trade wind? Trade wind. Okay. No thanks.
Okay. No E-Wit. Upheaval.
Yes, sir.
Sliding 3.
Mm-hmm.
You like the Chainer's Edict over the 1-mana one?
But like Ghastly Demise?
No.
Or Innocent Blood.
Innocent Blood.
Yeah. In this list, if I was to run Innocent Blood, I wouldn't want to have Nightscape familiar, and I think the early advantage that Nightscape gives you in mana is pretty important, but well, I think you are required to block here, but
2 cards
I'll let you do the math.
8, 9,
I have
10,
11 plus 8 in hand, so he is an 8 plus 19, 10. He is an 18 power attacker by 1 card. Well, if you include the Nightscape, it's already lethal anyway, so yeah. All right. Go. Island, swamp, go.
So no, needed like a survival turn 2. Even then, I think it's still kind of bad.
If you get survival out early enough, I mean, it just depends if I'm able to deal with the actual living death itself. So, all right, well, this should be good enough.
Well, I'm tapped out, so I can't do anything.
Yeah. With modern card design, they have definitely taken into account being able to play it online, huh?
Oh man, that Psychotog is just like a bajillion times better than all the rest.
It's actually funny because like when the card first came out, I think folks were using it as a proxy for what's the card's name? Not Bob Finkel.
Yep.
The infiltrator.
Infiltrator, yeah. Same power toughness, same converted mana cost, everything.
Yep.
That's how they got. And they're like, oh man, if I just actually had a Psychotog in play, this would have been so much better. And they're like, huh.
Oh wow, go figure, right? Well, yeah, it's funny going into all these Cunning Wish decks. I feel like oftentimes you don't even want to sideboard much of anything.
Yeah, well, that's the advantage of them, right? You might have like
Yep.
3 or 4 cards in your sideboard that are not legal targets, but most of the time when I play Wishes, I like every card in my sideboard is legal target.
All right. I have like 2 in here that are not. I do have 1 Evan Carr's Justice in there, which is probably just me being spicy. I probably don't need it, but I don't think it's a great card in this matchup. I think killing, like, I was looking at Repulse, and I'm like, Repulse seems really bad against like 95% of your stuff.
Yeah, it's not great. Actually, do I want? Huh. Oh, that's bad. Maybe I should have sideboarded 1 more card in.
I actually only sideboarded 1 card. I'll see a little more. I mean, if you brought in Rebs, I may have wanted to bring in my Bebs, but it kind of all depends.
To mulligan or not to mulligan? Keep. Probably should mulligan.
I'm gonna keep mine. Mine's a little close too. Well, I like when I see no birds turn 1. That's always nice. Island go. And I'll have 6 here. I'll let you know I did not bring in Disrupt.
Yeah, it seems like that would be pretty bad against me.
I only have a Miser's. I only have a Miser's Disrupt in the sideboard. Disrupt probably is actually not playable in this format. In kind of my assessment of the few games I've played, but I was so used to it being great during the time frame that like these decks were kind of a thing in their own rotation. Well, what do we have here? I have to read this, dude.
Old school land fetch.
Yeah, I'm just gonna memory lapse and make you draw them again. Just bide the time. All right, your go. Now let's see if you made a land drop or make a land drop this turn. All right, you do. No thanks. All right, you go.
There's my turn 2 survival.
Okay. And fetch. Get stifled. Get a swampy swamp here. And I'm going to factor fiction. Assume this gets the reb. I think you have a reb in hand.
Oh.
I choose to put you on one at a minimum. Yep. All right. You get it out of there at some point. End step's not a bad time to get it out of your hand either. Yep. You got it.
Could have just let it go.
What's that?
Probably maybe could have just let it go. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm going to put this dude into play. And say go.
Jellyfish. To counter or not to counter?
I'm going to counter it. I think for tempo purposes. Or I'll get the other reb out of your hand. Or you'll reb my Psychotog, which is rough, but if you have 2 in hand, I'll accept. Okay.
Fetch, fetch.
Mm-hmm.
3 already.
Just gonna repulse this dude. Okay.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I'll take 1. Okay. I want to save my swamp, I think. Okay.
Pay 8? No. No can do.
God, I love this card. I love it probably with far more than I should love it. Oops. But I really do love this card. All right, Popper All-Star here, folks. Probe. Never in the original deck.
This thing is like, I went to buy Jordan Summon, but I guess because of Popper, this thing is now like 5 tickets or something. It's just silly.
Yeah, it's not a cheap card. When I was picking it up for this deck, I was like, why is this thing so pricey? I mean, it's not really great, but like, I have an unnatural love for this card. It's just so much value, right? All right, Death and Uktabi. Okay. How many cards do I have? Do the math here. Do I have this? Like, so I've got 12 in the graveyard. I'm going to exile a Deep Analysis, put 3 in hand. So down to 11, plus 3, up to 15. Just think through this. So down to 11, up 3. Up to 14. 14 is 7 plus the 3 from hand, so 7. That's only 10. All right. Next turn will have to be soon enough, I guess, if I can get my Tog over to that turn. Don't get it viciously killed some way. That's fine. Okay.
And go. It's one card in your hand. Circular logic.
Very well may be.
One.
All right. Going for
Yeah,
the deep analysis here.
If I drawn a land last turn, you needed to have exactly circular logic.
I had it.
Okay, so it wouldn't
And
matter.
I had it then. I had it then too.
Yeah, I figured you did when you was 1. But if you didn't, and I drew a land, I could have living death, which would have done some good damage.
Yeah, no, I saw you ditch the living death off the probe. I was like, all right, he's probably got another one. That's his way out. Reanimate this whole pile of nonsenses back in and get after me that way. I mean, the question becomes, do you have Reb? You have living death. I mean, we know this because you discarded 1.
Well, if you have logic, doesn't matter what I have.
Well, so I don't know if the math works out quite. So this is 4 plus 7. It's only 11 damage this turn. And if I deep analysis, that puts me up to 3 more in hand, 2 more in yard. I think I'm just going to go ahead, because you're 1 card, and swing in for 4 here, and be safe, and leave up the logic. Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna Reb check you. Maybe you next level me and you didn't have another living death in hand, but I think we are holding living death, so we're gonna see.
I would do what I did if I did have Reb.
Yeah, fair.
That would be pretty sweet. 14.
I mean, you get me.
14 generic mana? That's weird. Why does it say that now? Before I just said, do you want to pay 8? With like...
Hey, man, you got to give them this, though. At least when you look at Circular Logic's printing on MTGO, it has 1 as opposed to the widget. Like, it has, like, the Eldrazi widget in there.
Like, before it just...
I think so annoying.
It said 8. When it was 8, it was just 8 in a normal, like, round gray circle.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's just actually spelling it out. Do you want to pay 14 generic mana? I just find that so weird. Like, why would you also change the templating?
Maybe it ran into the issue they had with Aladdin's Lamp when it was originally printed, where it was like 2/5, so the converted mana cost was 55 for it as opposed to 10.
Maybe.
So I think when it originally came out, it was a 5 and a 5, and they like fixed it in Chronicles or something like that.
Maybe it just doesn't like the double digits.
Well, 10 like double digits do kind of look weird in converted mana cost. When you see like a 10 inside a little gray circle, it's like bursting out of that thing.
Oh man, Reb here would be so hot.
I mean, the way you discarded, I like you told me you had living death, but I was like, yeah, he's got death. I mean, that's like the only feasible draw he possibly could, or only card he feasibly could have.
Mm-hmm.
So I possibly sideboarded wrong here. Maybe I should have brought in my Bebs. All right, I'm gonna
not really
go for the gusto. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I had to have my. I already have magic. All right, we'll go through this whole dance again. So, Tog, get big, man. In this game, we didn't even get to upheaval, unfortunately or fortunately, I don't know. Yeah, that's kind of what I was saying about Premodern though. Is like I think unless you like almost like battle box it, where like you like actually select decks that have decent matchups. There's a lot. Like, that's a good thing too, because like the meta I think probably balances itself, but you just get some lopsided stuff going on. I think.
Yeah. Usually when we do videos on our channel, I try and like make them decently close.
Yeah.
But it's also fun doing it like this when we don't know. So some stuff is just gonna be like ridiculously lopsided, but whatever. Playing with sweet cards.
All right, brother.
Playing with sweet cards.
Most definitely, man. I definitely enjoyed it. I hope we get together and do it some more, man. I think I have one more deck, but I don't. You said you wanted to get some dinner, and if we played one more game, I would be playing with 4-color control. Yep. And depending on what you played, it would go long.
Probably, yeah.
Oh. Considering the deck's only win con is Decree of Justice, I would assume it would go long, unless you just played Sly and like blew me out. But
yeah.
But I think it also has some of that sideboard chill loving. Well, all right, man. Good games. Definitely enjoyed it, and hope we can do it again, man.
True. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a good format. People should definitely check it out. I think it'll become decently popular once it gets a little more well known.
Yeah, I think the accessibility, as opposed to something like 93, 94, or 93, 95, is decently bigger. I mean, a lot of these cards that we're playing with right now, they're not format all-stars anymore. I mean, sure, there are some that are.
Oh, yeah.
If you want to go out there and buy LEDs and whatnot, you're probably going to be set back a pretty penny. But for the most part, like the reasonable cards are pretty accessible. I mean, you don't get to play Force of Will in the format, which may or may not be a mistake. But building the deck you just built, if you didn't really care about borders and original art and all that, probably get for what do you think, like $200-$300
in paper?
Yeah, because even Survival's cheap. Cause Survival's been banned so many times, and like it's not even legal in Legacy that like it's got to be relatively cheap. It's like Hermit Druid. Hermit Druid was like almost a Penny Dreadful legal card at one point because like no one plays the damn thing, even though it's like a busted pile of cards. I don't even know, is that thing even banned in Premodern? Hermit Druid?
No, it's still. Actually, I can't. I think it's fine.
It has to be, man. Like you should play Hermit Druid in the deck you were just running, because like Hermit Druid Living Death is just like in what is it, Eternal Witness? Is Eternal Witness legal? No. Or is that beyond?
No, that's what I was saying earlier. I'm like, I don't have access to Eternal Witness, so you have like Anarchist or like Scrivener is like your closest you can do.
Yeah. Or I'm trying to think. There's also some spells that do it. Like, isn't there like Recollect, like the 3-mana regrowth? It's not good, but it does it.
Yeah. There's a couple.
There's a few. Yeah, actually, an Anarchist would be a good one too. Like, if you could run Hermit Druid, I think Anarchist would be pretty sick. But I don't know.
Well, it doesn't belong in this deck, but there's like a Relearn from like Weatherlight or Visions or something.
Is that the cycling one, or cycling wasn't even around this point in time?
No, this is just a 3-mana blue one.
That's right. I have played that card in some random format. I'm trying to remember what it was. I think it was like Heirloom or something like that, where I was like on a High Tide Storm deck, and I think I had to use that card because of price listing for most of the other cards, which would not be a problem because I just reprinted in Dominaria a 2-mana card that does the same thing that does for 3.
Yeah.
So, and it's cheap as heck. So, anyways, man, hopefully the content will help bring folks into the format, and they'll give it a shot. Get to see some 6 Sly decks, some Suicide Black, some Fires of Yavimaya.
Well, I know a bunch of my coworkers are playing now, and a bunch of customers started buying into it. They're like, "Oh yeah, I used to like really play hardcore Magic back during this era," so they're like fully into it.
No, it's a really sweet format, man. I mean, like you look at it comparative to like most modern Magic, and I think there's a lot more decision making in it. But like sort of like we were talking about at the beginning, is like the meta balances itself. I don't know if there's a best deck right now. Like I didn't get to look at the results of the pre-modern competition they had in Europe. You probably tell me if I'm wrong or not, but my guess would be you had a fairly decent representation across the viable archetypes that made it to like the top 8, or top 16. So I don't know, is that true or not?
Yeah, there was a decent amount. There was like 2 Enchantress decks, like 2 or 3 4-color control decks, Sly. There was a really cool red like a stack that used like Goblin Welder. and like avalanche riders and stone rains and flipping some artifacts.
It's basically Panza.
Basically, yeah, like Ponza, but with like a bunch of artifacts in it. It was actually really cool.
Yeah. Well, definitely sweet format, man. I'll let you go, brother. We'll go ahead and cut it here if you want, and yeah, we'll have to meet up in either a week or a couple weeks and see if we can get some more play in, man.
Yeah, definitely been making more decks. Post them up in the Discord.
I'll try to do the same, man, as life allows. All right, brother?
Okay.
All right, man. Take it easy.
Good night.